So I didn't know what white people in Australia would think of me when I went, but I was curious like what the perception would be as far as like my ethnic origin or like my nationality. So I did ask one white person, like this is like a white chick at the receptionist desk in my hotel, and I was just kind of curious. I'm like, hey, out of curiosity, because the first time in Australia, like, where do you think I'm from? And she was like, and she like thought for a minute. She's like, honestly, I can't tell you. Like, your American accent is throwing me through a loop. She's like, I'm not sure. And then she was like, Spanish maybe. So like, which I mean is not entirely wrong, because I mean genetically speaking, like, I am like half European, half indigenous, pretty much, if you look at any of my genetic results, with a huge chunk of that being Spanish or Portuguese or whatever. So I was like, okay, well, not entirely wrong, but I just thought that was interesting that that was the perception. Actually, when I was in Sydney, because that's the city I went to, there was a humongous Asian population. I was actually extremely surprised, because I didn't expect that to be so huge. Like, I knew that was the biggest like immigrant group in Australia is Asians, but like in Sydney, it felt like it was like almost like 40 to 50% of the people there were Asian. Maybe it was like the area I was in, but I was like so surprised. Like, I was struggling to see white people. I was like, I just kept seeing a lot of Asian people everywhere. A huge mix, like Japanese, Korean, Filipinos, and Chinese. I can make out different languages because I have some familiarity. Definitely with Chinese, obviously, because I know how to speak Chinese. But yeah, so I thought that was fascinating.